On Thursday, the Dakota Lancers defeated the Steinbach Regional Sabres to advance to the finals. They haven't won a provincial championship in over 7 years. Lord Selkirk has their eye on 3 straight provincial championships after defeating the number 1 ranked St. Paul's Crusaders in the semifinals. They are looking to go down as a sports dynasty. Tonight, these 2 teams play for the championship, and you can watch it here on LRSD TV.
Now up 19.
Touchdown. He throws down in the middle and complete to the plate.
And
record it like that.
The fans here are roaring here at Investors Group Athletic Center as the match is set between the Dakota Lancers and the Selkirk Royals for this edition of the Boston Pizza 4A Provincial Volleyball Championship match. I am currently here in the stands with some of the Dakota supporters. Thank you for tuning in to LRSD TV. I am your host, Evan Samoilov, and we are here today to broadcast to you the provincial finals game between the Dakota Lancers and the Selkirk Royals. Dakota comes into this game as the number 2 ranked team in the province. They faced off against the Vincent Massey Trojans in the quarterfinals and defeated them in 3 straight sets to move on to the semis. They then faced off against the number 3 ranked Steinbach Sabres. It was a close match, but Dakota won it in 4 sets to advance to this championship game. Definitely the player to watch in tonight's match is number 16, Isaiah Olford, who is the number 1 ranked player in Manitoba. He is Dakota's most lethal offensive threat and is the best hitter in the province. So be sure to look out for him as he is going to be the biggest star in tonight's game. I was able to catch up with head coach Phil Hudson before the game on his thoughts. I am here with the head coach of the Dakota Lancers, Phil Hudson. Coach, first off, how excited are you and your team to be playing in the championship match?
Well, it's pretty exciting for the kids and our entire school, and you always want your team to get a chance to play in the very last day of the season, and here we are, and we're looking forward to the challenge. We're playing a very strong team in Selkirk Royals, and it should be an exciting match.
We saw your team defeat the 3rd-ranked team in the Steinbach Sabres. Do you think your momentum will continue into this game?
Well, I think this match is going to be a little bit different. There are different styles of play and stuff, so we're going to have to adjust to what they do. They played great defense the other night against St. Paul's, attacked the ball very well, received well, and made very few attacking errors and serving errors. So we're going to have to rise to the occasion if we have a chance to come out and top tonight.
What do you think is going to be the most important thing for your team to do in order to win this match?
Well, I think it's like most volleyball games. At every level, it's the first contact, serve and receive, will be super important for the success. If you can pass the ball, you get a chance to isolate and get more one-on-one blocks. If you serve tough, you put them out of system, and you have a chance to be more successful in your attack too. So I think the first contact of serving and receive is going to be very important tonight.
Thank you for your time. I will now throw it over to my co-host, Graham Forsyth, who is over in the bleachers with some of the Royal fans. Graham?
Thanks, Evan, and I wouldn't be lying to you if I said it was easy to hear in here. It is not. These fans are ready to go here on the Royal side. Anyways, tonight the defending champs are looking to make it 3 straight provincial championships in a row. To get here, the Royals upset the number 1 ranked St. Paul's Crusaders in the semifinals in a 4-set match on Thursday. Players to watch tonight for the Lord Selkirk Royals are going to be Liam Allen and Chris Vail. Allen, a grade 12er, had a monstrous game in the semifinal game against St. Paul's and is a huge reason why his team is here tonight. For Chris Vail, he finished ranked 7th out of 10 in the Manitoba's top 10 best volleyball players of 2018 in Manitoba. Before tonight's contest, we had a chance to catch up with Coach Jeff Scarcillo of the Lord Selkirk Royals, and he gave his thoughts on how to upset the Dakota Lancers. I'm here with Coach Jeff Scarcillo of the Lord Selkirk Royals as his team gets ready to do battle tonight with the Dakota Lancers. Coach, first off, congratulations on making it to the final. We know that both of your teams have made it to the final, both the girls and the boys team. How much of a buzz has it generated across the school?
It's been really exciting. Both teams had good seasons, and both teams get to support each other in these finals and be here together and see how the other one does. And we don't always get a lot of time to see that during the seasons, and not a lot of schools get that opportunity to do that either. So it's pretty special.
You guys are going up against a very talented Dakota team tonight. What is the game plan, and how have you strategized going into tonight's game?
We just got to play well. Just play our game, focus on what we do. We've got a couple ideas of advantages we can sort of find on the court, but bottom line is you got to be ready for the moment. You got to play well. So whichever team can relax more out there and make the most of every point is going to be the one to win. So looking forward to that.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thanks.
With that being said, this should be an exciting game between Dakota and Lord Selkirk as they battle it out for the ultimate prize. I know this crowd is ready as they're wrapped up, but is Lord Selkirk up to the challenge? We'll find out here in just a few moments. With that being said, we'll throw it up to our broadcast booth where our play-by-play and color are standing by. Missy Penner and Grant McManus. Take it away, guys.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Investors Group Athletic Center. We're moments away from getting started with the Varsity Boys 4A Boston Pizza Provincial Volleyball Championship between the number 2 ranked Dakota Lancers and the number 4 ranked Selkirk Royals. We're in for a heck of a match. We got a full house here, Missy.
Absolutely, and there's two teams here that are really no surprise and have been to a number of provincial championship games here. Lord Selkirk Royals ranked number 4 up against Dakota Lancers number 2. These two teams have met only twice, one very early, first tournament UW and then again in the St. Vital, and Dakota has taken both those, but they haven't really seen each other in a while. No. And this is sure to be another great matchup. Yeah, and somewhat of a David versus Goliath matchup last Thursday night. It was the Selkirk Royals coming in at number 4 playing the St. Paul's Crusaders at number 1. Right. They dropped the first set and then they came back and won 3 straight in a very exciting match. So congratulations to Jeff Carcello and his team for advancing here to tonight. But I would think by all measures that he would think it's unfinished business yet. It was a great win to St. Paul's. They enjoyed it for, like they say, the proverbial 30 minutes. And then it's on to watching film because, as you said, they haven't seen each other. All right? So we're going to turn it over to the house announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the boys' final of these Boston Pizza 4A Volleyball Championships. The boys' final is between the number 2 seeded Dakota Lancers and the number 4 seeded Lord Selkirk Royals. Before we get the announcements going, would you please rise, remove your headgear, and join Michelle Sawati-Coop in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras c'est pour de le pays, ici c'est porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right, folks, our house announcer is going to be introducing the starting lineups. But as we said at the top of the show here, this is the number 2 Dakota Lancers taking on the number 4 ranked Selkirk Royals. Dakota advanced to the finals tonight by defeating Steinbach Regional in a 3-set match on last Thursday night. And Selkirk Royals advanced by defeating the number 1 ranked St. Paul's Crusaders in a very exciting 4-set match. Some players to watch out for the Dakota Lancers. Certainly out on the left side, number 16, grade 12 left side hitter, Isaiah Olfert. He was identified and has the recognition and honor of being selected as the number 1 player by the coaches poll this year. On the Selkirk side, they have the number 7 player ranked in the province, that's Chris Fiel, also a left side hitter, but they have great supporting cast around them. You're going to see lots of offense from both the front and the back row. Probably the highlight for me coming out of the Selkirk-St. Paul's match. Liam had a great match, as one would expect. Nick Rosa stepped it up in the final set, not from the front row, but from the back row. He absolutely dug everything out of the ball. Darian Koski, middle player for St. Paul's, had 4 swings to take advantage in that set. Nick was able to dig him up, and they're able to put it away and eventually win the set and the match. So we looked for a lot from the back row from Nick, and then Liam Allen also came on really strong in the middle for Selkirk in the front row. For the Dakota Lancers, they've got a lot of weapons. They're deep, they're big, with Justin Stetzer in the middle, and probably the most volume he's had from an attack point of view is Colby Stoker out in the right side. 6'5" player, takes up a big presence at the net, high ball contact, so we're in for a treat tonight. Both coaches are not...
I can't hear him in this at all.
Both coaches are certainly familiar with being in a provincial final. Phil Hudson with the Dakota Lancers, Jeff Barcelo with the Selkirk Royals. We look down the bench, and I don't see any additional players. It's an entire coaching staff from the Dakota Lancers. So we joked the other night about literally a one-on-one coach-to-player ratio, but it's a sign of success from Phil Hudson with the number of players that have come back and want to get back to the program, as well as Jeff Barcelo. He's had great success over his time and tenure with the Lord Selkirk Royals.
I think it's always a good sign when players come back like that and they want to be a part of the program and help out. Again, we've got 2 solid teams here that are going to be, vying for the championship here tonight, and no strangers to the championship game.
No. This is Coach Hudson's 10th appearance in a provincial final. He's walked away with 6 already, 3 finalists, second place finishes, so he'll be looking to round out the 10th appearance here with the championship, as is Jeff Garcelle. I think Selkirk will have something to say about it.
Yeah. And what was nice is a shout out to Michelle Sawatsky for singing No Canada here today. I'm sure was, just asked at the last second to sing and did a great job. And, another person that's in attendance here tonight that's well known to volleyball is Mike Burchuk. And apparently he's been at every single provincial for over the past 40 years.
That's no surprise.
I know. And he coached in a number of those.
Yes. Yeah, coached at Lord Selkirk. We see lots of alumni around, as I mentioned the other night. Rick Scott's here.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. Sorry, we're just trying to get some technical, we're talking to each other and talking live here, folks, so we'll get it sorted out before the... So, we are moments away. Dakota will have first serve, so it'll be the grade 11 setter Alex Krakowicz on the service line for the Dakota Lancers.
I can't hear him except for like when I'm hearing him here, but not through here.
Again, we've got great turnout by both student bodies. We've got the black and gold of the Dakota Lancers. We got the blue wave from the Selkirk Royals. We've got a full house on the side that we're looking over, and I think up behind us we've got
here,
a pretty great crowd. So just I can hear you in the back, Alex. And so yeah, we've got Alex Krakowicz on the service line. First attack for Dakota Lancers, and goes deep one with the ace for the start.
Not the way Selkirk's going to want to start off, but that was a great serve by Dakota.
Yeah, helps settle Alex's nerves. He goes back to Nick Rosa.
Nice attack in the back row. Big swing by Stoker. They go out to Fael again, and he hits that one in the net.
So we see Coach Scarcello has made a bit of a lineup change since Thursday night, where he started the setter Josh Yarachak. Struggled a little bit, so he brought in Easton Donahoe. Bit of a turning point for the Royals.
And that ball hit out of bounds. They're looking for a touch, but there was no touch called. Zabrinski hit that ball out.
So that puts Donahoe on the back line.
At the service line is number 1, LeBlanc. Oh, and they force that ball out of bounds. That might be just a little bit of nerves.
Yeah. Easton Schuster will want that one back. Pretty sure-handed libero for the Lancers.
Oh, nuts. Stoker with the reach.
Yeah. Yeah, can't coach height, they say, Missy.
Absolutely not. Man, when you have size like that on your team, like look at that front row right now.
Yeah. Ofer's listed at 6'4". Stoker's got to be 6'6" if he's an inch. And then you got Sam Mayratab somewhere in the middle, literally in the middle. Zabrinski with the missed serve.
4-3 is our score right now in favor of Dakota. Chris Fael is at the service line for the Royals.
I guess, again, Chris being honored with the number 7 coaches poll ranking.
Nice pass. Olfert sets it out. Nice hit off the blocker's hands, and Stoker again goes up there and scores.
Yeah. The thing you're going to notice about this match is, the height they play above the net, Missy.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a huge block up there, but look at how they're just getting right over top of that block and hitting it down.
Hand pass there by Sam Mayratab.
Nice hit off the blocker's hands by Gaylord.
Captain of the Selkirk Royals doing a good job of going off of hands. Liam Allen back to serve.
Nice pass. Olfert.
Yeah.
One-man block. He's going to take advantage of that against LeBlanc. At the service line is Morphy.
LeBlanc with a good shot to the deep court. Earns himself a spot at the service line.
LeBlanc with the serve. Nice pass. They go outside to Olfert. Oh! Hammered it, but what a big dig by Allen. Nice hit by Gaylord. They go out again to Olfert. He goes off the blocker's hands.
Big dig there by Liam Allen. A lot of pace on that ball by Olfert.
Absolutely. That was a big time dig.
Yeah. We're into it early here, Missy.
And that ball just caught the back line.
That's a good sign for Coach Hudson when he's in the groove already.
Yeah.
I've seen him go on an 11-0 run with this spike serve, so. Takes a little bit off, saw them, had them backed up.
Back at the service line is Cam Gaylord. I've been very impressed watching him over the course of the season. He's done a very good job for Selkirk. Nice attack by Broza.
Several players over there doing a good job of keeping the ball in play with one arm. We've got Gaylord back on the service line now. We've got some technical difficulties with Missy's headset, so we'll get that corrected right away. Stetcher with the score, puts him on the back service line. Mayertab comes back into the front row, grade 11 player for Coach Hudson. We'll also see Connor Morphy. He's also in playing back row right now. So, big time shot there by Chris Viel. Hit the seam between the block. He bounces one in front of Connor Morphy. Nick Broza, probably a little bit of the player of the game hero for the Royals the other night in Dig and Darian Koski, back to back to back to back.
All right, we're back on headset here. Free ball being put over. They go outside to, oh, Viel made no mistake on that one. And that is something he is definitely capable of doing time and time again.
Yeah, good start for him. He was a little bit quieter, but he allowed his teammates to pick up the difference in what he wasn't getting done on Thursday night. So Coach Garcelle will be happy that he's bounced a couple early in this first set. There's Mayertab with a quick answer. Stoker coming in for Connor Morphy.
So far things are going really well for both teams. We're seeing some solid attacks on either side of the net. Olfert with the pass. Stoker, it looked like that was almost going out, but dug up by Gaylord. And Viel with a nice attack again. Really getting up there. We got such a good view here.
Boy, he can elevate. And Stoker, you know, big physical presence, just needs to penetrate over the net, seal the top of the net. Donahoe back to serve again.
Donahoe, one of the setters. Nice pickup by Gaylord. He goes back to LeBlanc. Stoker. Oh, nice dig there by Donahoe, but he couldn't control it.
Nice back set by the libero, Ethan Schuster. Gives Stoker something to rip on. That'll give Stoker, Olfert, and Mayertab up front.
LeBlanc dug up by the libero.
Great job there by Gaylord, just keeping that ball alive for a teammate to have a second play on it.
Olfert gets blocked. Nice pickup by Zabrinski. Olfert looking to press, but Selkirk getting called on the net.
Yeah. Good body control there by Olfert. Ball a little bit tight to the net by Krakowicz, but Olfert was able to make a play on it.
Viel with the pass. Gaylord sets it up. LeBlanc gets blocked, but it's dug up by Allen. I'm impressed with Allen for a big guy. His defense.
Yeah. Chris Viel back in the service line.
His team is trailing by 1 point in this first and opening set of the boys' championship game. Nice pass by Schuster. LeBlanc, nice heads up play by Allen.
The old turn and burn by the middle player, Missy.
Well, why set it when you have a chance to attack it and catch him off guard? Very heads up play. Enough players aren't ready for that.
No. Chris Vial coming out with the spin serve tonight, not something we saw last Thursday.
Oh, and that ball very close.
Yeah. That's going to put Justin Stetcher back into the front row. Sam Mayratab on the back line serving for the Lancers.
Mayratab serving now for Dakota. 12-13 is our score right now. Dakota in the lead by 1 point. A tip by Allen. Oh, and an over bump, and he makes no mistake.
You need to speak up. You need to yell.
Back at the service line is Liam Allen. Nice block by Broza. And that ball a little too tight for Olfert to get at.
Okay. Good decision by Olfert to make an attempt, but not too hard because of the tightness on the net there.
Allen still serving. Nice set to Stoker, who hits that one cross court.
Connor Morphy going in to replace Stoker at the back service line.
You gotta like the size of like both teams here, especially Dakota. I can't get over the length, like the size that they have. Nice attack there. That was very good control by Broza. I'm just looking at, Stoker. That would take 2 of our players would make him.
Yeah, he's a tall drink of water, as they say.
Olfert gets blocked on that one, but a good swing.
Big block, big solo block there by Nick Broza. I talked earlier at the start of the broadcast about his presence in the back row last week against St. Paul's. Not to be outdone in the front row, he can carry his own weight.
Nice save by Zabrinski. Free ball being put over. To go to Broza in the middle. It's dug up by Krakovic. Again, a good attempt to get that third ball over, but it goes out of bounds.
And timeout call by Phil Hudson. Selkirk's been on a 2 or 3 point run here, so Dakota's down 14-17 here in this first set.
I don't know what the problem was.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get it, and then he fiddled with it, and finally he got it. But even I tried going like off on it. I don't know what it was.
We'll keep an eye on here because at some point in the break they're going to go to a player profile like they did with
Okay, are you up right now?
I said, who is it?
Hey, we're looking on inside. Eyes on him, just on him. Don't worry about 30s or anything else. Eyes on him, you follow him and call where he goes. Okay, otherwise, where's my left side guy, Cameron? We're on that middle, taking him hard. And back row guys, Liam, I'm thinking you. Liam, we're going to have the dump. Okay, a little back dump, little left dump. You watch him, you read it, you step and you pick that shot up there. Okay, Cam's going to have the shot. Okay, we're going to dig the dump with you out there. Okay, nice job, keep it going. Good spots on defense, eh? Good spots on defense. Let's make
the timeout huddle. They come back on. Back on the service line is Carl LeBlanc, number 1 for the Royals. Serving 17, serving 14.
And Grant, we've seen both teams have players that are just going out there and not holding back on their attacks.
No.
Like, talk about hitting hard.
No, they're warmed up. They don't need to ease their way into this one with their shoulders.
No, exactly. Olfert back at the service line, your number 1 player in the province. And who serves that one in the net?
So timeout, 2 missed serves. Score advances 1 each. 18 serving 15 here.
Gaylord with the serve for the Royals. Good pass by Olfert. Oh, nice attack by number 4, Stetcher. That was a great set by Krakovic. He does a good job.
He does. Grade 11 setter, so Coach Hudson's going to have him back, Mayor Tab and Connor Morphy. And then their JV team just won the provincials. And they're probably a bigger team than this varsity team, so, right? lots of promise for the Lancers in the next couple of years.
Absolutely. Nice tip there by Nick Broza, changing things up, and he'll go back to the service line. His team leads by 3. 19-16 is our score.
We'll see what kind of serve he comes out with. The last serve by Selkirk was, I would say, in estimate, pretty much a free ball because Dakota teed it up right off the pass.
Yeah. Nice pass by Stetcher. Schuster, sorry.
That's the dump that Coach Hudson was looking for from Alex. Similar to the one Katrina Bentley had the other night, except he went up with his left hand, disguised a little bit. It was tight to the net, elevated, put the ball away.
Nice serve by Alex.
Little delay there.
Yeah. Stoker just plays that ball in.
From the floor.
Oh, got blocked on that one. You could see Stoker and Maritab.
Yeah.
Making no mistake on penetrating the net there.
No. Yeah. Another ace by Alex Krakowicz. Yeah, that last block, Stoker did a nice job of turning his right hand in to deflect it back to 6.
Right, and that's what often players fail to do. They go up, but they fail to turn the hand in, and that's why they get used and abused and wiped off.
Yeah. Nice little combination there by the Royals just to upset the blocking scheme of the Lancers.
Donahue with the serve. Stoker reaches high. Broza would like that one back. He was right there and swung his arms out.
Yeah. But you see his contact point. It's defense has got to have it strapped on. Better serve by Zabrinski.
Nice pass by Fael. Hit by LeBlanc, doesn't go off the blocker's hands.
Second official just adjusting the antenna.
Well, it does make a difference if it's angled in, right? It affects where you're allowed to hit. Fael sets that ball, free ball being put over.
Zabrinski with a good hand pass.
Go back to Stoker, goes straight down. Again, you could see a lot of seam there.
Yeah. Again, Colby Stoker getting lots of volume here in this first set. Selkirk doesn't have an answer for him right now.
We've got a timeout being called on the floor. 22-20 is our score in favor of Dakota.
Dakota was down 17-14 at the last timeout.
I know.
They've done a good job in getting back to this one, up 22-20 here in the first set. For the Varsity Boys, 4A Boston Pizza Provincial Volleyball Championships. The 4A being the category with schools with the largest populations. There are 4 categories in Manitoba High School athletics across the province, divided up into 15 athletic zones. Each of those governed by physical education staff around the province. Manitoba High School's Athletic Association governed by a board of directors made up of physical education teachers, school administrators, school trustees, and superintendents. So we'd like to thank each and every one of them for their volunteer efforts in helping make these opportunities come alive for these student athletes across the province of Manitoba.
Absolutely, well said. At the service line, Zabrinski for Dakota.
You could just see the air carry that one and carry it deep, and it just handcuffed
Chris
Fael.
Yeah. 23-20, still at the service line is Brendan Zabrinski. Nice serve, nice pass by Fael this time. They go middle to Allen, and he makes no mistake there scoring. Goes kind of off the top of the net, but it still finds the court.
Yeah, great job by Donahue there to get that quick attack in.
Chris Fael at the service line. Zabrinski with the pass, Krikowicz goes to Stoker. Stoker off the blocker's hands, and again, Fael's right there, but not quite ready to play the ball.
Yeah. It's like Stoker's free agent status. He doesn't have any hitting errors. Good thing Coach Hudson has to go to contract negotiations with him.
You know, because those are the kind of digs you've got to take advantage of, because they're not hit straight to the floor, which are way more difficult. I mean, that went off the blocker's hands, so you can't really ask the blockers to do much more. They've slowed down the attack, and you've got to be ready to dig those balls and take advantage of it.
Yeah. And he just poses such a completely different perspective because he's so much taller.
Oh, I know.
And his reach point.
Read the play and go into that ball and pick that up. Okay, just a few plays right there, and we're right on top of this here. Okay, let's go, let's get it. Passer's aggressive, go get that ball.
Tough to defend.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not like you have a small block here.
No.
Like, these guys are getting up, like they're jumping super high on their attack, but also on their block. And you got Stoker, who's got like quite a few inches on them still.
Yeah. So again, Boston Pizza being our title sponsor, we'd like to give a big shout out to them over their corporate sponsorship over the years with high school athletics. The other sponsors and partners for high school athletics, Sport Manitoba, Manitoba's credit unions, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, Manitoba Hydro, A&M Promotions, Macassa Canada, and Payworks. Brendan Zabriskie getting it done from the service line to finish off the first set. Dakota claws their way back in, takes a 25-23 first set victory.
But I'm sure Chris Fael is going to have to, you know, want those serves back, because he is capable of passing very well. He's a very strong player. He's got to put that behind him and just start focusing on this next set.
Yeah.
So 25-21 is the score of the first set. So Dakota out to a 1-0 lead in the boys championship game here.
Here we've got a highlights of first set action. All right, we have our fan appreciation pizza serving contest over. We're just an intermission here between the first and second set. Dakota up 1-0 here in the Varsity Boys 4A Provincial Boston Pizza Championship. I was just looking down at the coaching staff here, Missy of Dakota.
They have as many coaches as they do players.
And significant pedigree. You look at Coach Hudson, 5-year university player here with the University of Manitoba, winning a provincial championship. He's coached the national women's team. He's helped the U of W win a national championship as an assistant guest coach with Larry McKay. Then you look down the bench, his son Ryan Hudson, 5 years at McMaster as the starting setter. You look further down, you've got Dustin Spiring, who's currently playing for the U of M, a teacher candidate at Dakota. You've got Jeremy Bender, who is, Jeremy Stubler, who's also the grade 9 boys coach, who's played university. And then you've got Roab Olford, Isaiah's dad, who was an outstanding Canadian University volleyball player at the University of Winnipeg.
Absolutely.
In fact, one year he was identified as the player of the year in Canada. So a deep, deep pedigree with the Dakota Lancers.
Absolutely.
And then you've also got Tyler Chartier sitting on the bench. he also coaches the JV girls at Oak Park that won the provincial championships last Monday. So he spent the odd hour in the gym too.
Stoker hits that ball out of bounds. 2-0, an early lead for Selkirk in the second set.
No need for concern yet, folks.
Absolutely not.
Easton Donahoe with the serve.
Nice pass by Schuster. Nice pickup by Donahoe. And LeBlanc with the attack. Nice pass by Zabrinski. Nice hit by Meritab.
1-2 punch just like you run it in practice.
Absolutely, they're making it look easy. Zabrinski with the serve off the top of the net, pass by Fail. He gets set, goes off the blocker's hand. Schuster keeps that ball alive. Nice save. Nice attack there by Olford. It's kept alive by Fail. Good hustle.
Dakota's going to get the free ball coming back. We'll look what the transition is.
Meritab was there, but the set was a little bit low. Fael with the serve.
Well played by...
Oh, that was a bit of a panic. That was a great save by Alex Krajkovic.
Yeah,
Very heads up.
So if you're just wondering what happened, he exited the court under the net, stepped on the other side, went through, played the ball back to his side, outside the antennas, and then Brendan Zabrinski's attempt to go over the net in between. Bit of a hiccup there from Chris Fael. They happen periodically, so kind of no harm, no foul there on either side. We just advance the score a point.
Meritab serving now. Fail with the pass. They go back to LeBlanc. Nice
Great reach
block.
inside with Olfert there.
Yep. Gaylord with the attack. Krajkovic goes out to Olfert. Olfert off the hands and scores. And we get a chance to see the replay of him tooling that off the block. Fail with a great pass. They go middle. Nice play by Allen.
Little off speed, cut across his body off the block.
Yeah, that was good control on that, that
very
attack.
Good.
Krajkovic out to Olfert. He gets blocked on that one. That was a great set. I like the speed of that one.
Yeah, but I just saw Olfert motion to Krajkovic. He wants that one a little higher. Can still be quick, but he just wants a couple more inches on it.
And Schuster has a hard time controlling that serve.
Yep.
8-3.
Being the good teammates they are, Zabrinski and Krajkovic go over, shake it off. We got more to pass here, pal.
Allen still serving, and he serves that ball out. 8-4 is our score in favor of Lord Selkirk in the second set.
So for those of you familiar with watching volleyball and some of the strategic moves that coaches make, you may see from time to time coaches giving signals or positions to serve from. You don't see that from any of these coaching staffs. They've done their job scouting. They know who their targets are in every rotation. Players just, that's the players' responsibility to know the game plan and who their targets are.
Yeah.
Now there may be some in-match adjustments if somebody gets a hot hand.
Morphy with the serve. They go back to LeBlanc, who one-on-one makes no mistake. And an attacker should score when it's a one-on-one. That's a good job by the setter when they've created that one-on-one. There we get a good look at it. And he actually hit line on that one too. They go out to Olfert.
He was in hitting a 30 and crushed that one in the attack line inbounds. So gives you an idea of how he can elevate and carve the ball.
I know, it's fun to watch these guys just going up there and hammering the ball.
we were talking about, you know, some of the things that coaches look for, right? Obviously, players that have an intuition for the game, athletic ability, commitment, all those sort of things. But just some of the physical things they look for, you know, what kind of length do they have, right? Arm span, right? And you look at a player like Isaiah Olfert, right? He's listed at 6'4".
There he had a couple big blocks by Chris Fayal in the front row against Olfert.
He's long in the arm, and I'm not sure what the measurement would be from Isaiah's wrist to the length of his hand, but he's got a set of mitts on him, right? Which, you know, with all those other tools, allows him to put a pretty good whipping on a ball. So, coach hasn't called a timeout.
Well, our score is 11-5 in favor of Selkirk in the second set here. Earlier we saw Dakota take the first set.
Good swing, Sam. Sam, good swing in that 51. You made a good dig. That boy. Hey, receive, guys. Come on, let's go, Connor. Come on. Guys, our side, right? Control our side. Let's go.
Aaron Ritchie and on the trumpet, and we've got some others on the trombone, so they're providing a little bit of musical support for the Lancers.
And entertainment.
Yeah, and then we've got the Selkirk percussion department over there on the, I'm not sure if those are World of Water or whose they are, but the big water jugs and drumsticks, so they're keeping a beat when needed.
It's always nice, you know, that's one thing you see when you're in attendance here at the provincial championship. It's just the support you get from your, you know, your school, your friends, all your buddies, and they all come out here to watch us. And it takes a lot to earn your spot here, so it's nice that you have the support. Olfert gets, Zabrinski got blocked on that one. So Selkirk doing a good job not letting any of the attacks get by them.
Yep. So just a bit of a change here to give them a different look into the game is number 12.
Pritchard.
That's Jalen Pritchard for the Lancers.
Murphy with the pass. Craig goes back to Olfert, who hits it down the line.
Sounds like he stuck his thumb in the ball, but he still scored.
Yeah. That's Stetcher with the serve. Broza, it's dug up by Murphy. Nice save by Kreikwich.
He's going to have to also get back. There he is.
And there's a nice dump being put over by the setter for Lord Selkirk, Donahoe. (13-6) is their score. Back at the service line is Nick Broza.
This is kind of a critical juncture in this set. They need to get a side out, get back on the serving.
Nice block by Allen. They go out to Fayal. He gets blocked, but it's dug up. Nice pick up and a free ball put over by Selkirk. And a dump, and it's picked up, but it is going to score. Broza got it, but no one could get to the second ball.
Great exchange there again, like we saw in the girls match earlier. Absolutely no quit on defense. The reaction time and ability to keep the ball in play, really phenomenal.
I know, and what more can you ask for by your players? I mean, they are leaving it on the court. Nice pickup by Olfert. Schuster chases that ball down, but he got called on 2 hits. I think, did it go off his head on the way back when he bumped it up?
Oh.
Yeah, he said bottom to the top of the arm.
Yeah.
And that was a tough save. He tried selling it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Ethan Schuster doing a good job at libero.
Donahoe with the serve. They go out to Stoker off the blocker's
Probably
hands.
a little bit of a miss hit, but
Fayal just places that one. And again, that's a smart decision because a lot of guys would want to go up and just hammer that. But he did a bit of an off-speed shot.
Zabrinski coming back in for Jalen Pritchard.
Easton Donahoe.
Both setters in the back row.
Schuster with the pass. Kreikwich to Meritab, who tips it and just beats Donahoe on that one.
Good presence and vision by Mayertab in the middle. Everyone had pulled off, set back on defense.
Zabrinski with the serve. It's an overbump. Mayertab attacks it, but hits the net.
Lancers just got to take a breath and regain a little bit of composure. Right? They've been in these spots before.
Chris Vial at the service line. His team in the lead right now, 16-8. Schuster with the pass. Kreikwich goes to Stoker, who just again reaches super high and just hits it over everyone.
Yeah.
So your defense better be low and ready to move.
Yeah, and you hit it into that overlap between that 5-6-1 seam.
Mayertab with the serve. Vial with the pass. LeBlanc just places that one over and off speed. They go back to Stoker, one-on-one. Gaylord got the block, and Olfert makes no mistake there, hitting that one cross court.
Nice second set there by Zabrinski out of the back row. It was tight, but Olfert took care of business, put it away. 10 serving 16.
Nice serve by Mayertab. Goes outside to Gaylord. He hit that one. He was right underneath the ball.
Ball set back off the net. He took off a little early, got caught underneath the ball.
Yeah. 16-11 is our score, so Dakota catching up in this second set.
Yeah.
And he serves that one into the net.
Sem doing a good job from the back line. They only got 3 or 4 points. Kind of got them back into striking distance here. We're a long ways away from being done here in the second set.
Liam Allen with the serve, Schuster with the pass. They go outside to Olfert, who hits that one.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was out.
Bit of an exclamation point on that one. Had a free wheel open shot line.
I think coach thought it was out too.
Here we'll have a look at it. Back-to-back shots by Olfert. He's starting to get his groove on in the front row. Not good news for if you're a Royals fan.
No. Morphy back at the service line. 17-13 is our score. And he serves that one out.
And he's not happy with himself, but Coach Hudson just got his attention, said it was a good serve. Comes back with a great pass.
Yeah, they go back out to Alford, who tips it. Gaylord picks that one up, back row, Vial. Back out to Olfert. He swings hard and actually hits that one off Broza. Broza was way off the net on that block.
Yeah, purposely looking for the inside hands there. Good shot by Olfert. Goes back to the service line.
So Selkirk now calls a timeout. They're still in the lead by 3, but the score now is 18-15 in favor of Selkirk in the second set.
Be interesting to see what kind of serve Isaiah comes out with after the timeout. He struggled with the spin serve the other night, so he came back with the jump float serve.
Okay.
We'll see what he does. He may come off, just ease into it, get it back in play. Hopefully they can get the side out and then get back and take a rip on it.
Right. We'll see what he does. Any guesses?
I'm going to say he goes with the spin serve, right? He'll gear it back a little bit, make sure it's in play, and hope the defense can support him.
Yeah.
If he eases up on it, he's probably got a target in mind, try and isolate somebody so the defense can set the blocking scheme up in the back row defense.
Right. And it's always an option to also serve to someone in the front row and take them out of the, you know, the opportunity to move quickly for the for an attack.
Yeah, try and get so they don't get the quick release.
Yeah. All right, so we got Olfert at the service line. Went off the top of the net, so he didn't hold back much there.
I was going to say, he didn't take a whole bunch off it.
Nope. Tipped by Zabrinski, dug up by Donohue. That was a back row attack by Chris, but that was pretty far back.
Yeah.
That would be a tough one to actually crank, I think, unless you really got a good approach.
Okay. So Coach Hudson's making sure that his front row knows where Cameron Gaylord is. All right. They're back in. It's a 3-point match or 3-point set here, folks. 19 serving 16. Gaylord back to serve for the Royals.
And it's an over bump, but nice block there by Krajkovic. Nice tip. I like that tip by Selkirk. Oh, nice dig by Schuster, but they get called on a net violation.
Normally you see a chest pass in basketball. He took that one right off the jersey, number 1. Well done, Ethan.
Free ball being put over by Dakota. Oh, nice hit by Chris Vial. Again, one-on-one, and Schuster got a piece of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Vial got the single out there. He's not going to miss many opportunities to put that one away. Yeah, that was a shot Schuster took off of that one.
That was a hard hit.
So coming up here is a bit of a highlight package on number
Isaiah
16
Olfert.
for the Dakota Lancers, Isaiah Olfert, your number 1 ranked coaches poll player in the province for the 2018-2019 school year. That looked like Justin Stetcher there. There goes Olfert. Off the pans.
And some great attacks by Olfert.
And it must be a lot of fun for both Easton Donohue and Alec Krakowicz, the setters for Selkirk and Dakota, respectively. They just have so many weapons out there.
Oh, I know. They go middle, and that time it goes off Schuster's hands.
Yeah.
So nice attack by Broza in the middle. We haven't seen a lot of middle.
No.
Not by Selkirk.
No. Jalen Pritchard back in for Zabrinski. Coach Hudson's used up his timeouts.
22-16 is our score. Wolfert with the attack. And again, just took everything off that one and placed it in there. Smart attack.
Great spin on the ball.
At the service line right now is Justin Stetcher. Oh, big block by Krajkovic.
Krakowicz wrapped his hands around that one. Came off with a big grin.
Yeah, I think he was pleased with that block. And Gaylord would like that one back.
Yeah.
And those are tough. You know, when they're served hard like that and you're playing it with an overhand pass, and I know that's allowed now, it certainly wasn't back in the day, but you really have to be firm.
That was pretty much the same pass, or the same serve, right? Just didn't serve it at somebody that time.
Right.
2 possible set points with Nick Rosa on the back line.
Schuster with the pass. They go out to Zabrinski. Looked like he hit the top of the block. Yeah.
Our head official calling the touch on that. I didn't see any flags up by our corner people.
I think it was a good call. It looked like he hit that.
Yeah. So Krakowicz back to serve.
does a very good job setting for his team. Nice pick up there by Gaylord. And that's where cover has to be low because the ball comes down super quick, and Gaylord was in perfect position to get that.
Yeah, great roll shot deep down the line.
They go out to Stoker. Big block by Allen, but he was waiting for that one and ended up catching the net.
Right place, right time, just a little over eager.
Yeah, a little early and on his way down.
Yeah. Lancer's still alive here.
LeBlanc, it's picked up by Gaylord. Goes back to LeBlanc. Roll shot. Krajkovic digs it. And a tip is put into place. Nice pickup by
pancake there.
Donahoe.
Schuster, free pass. Good one-handed set by Krajkovic.
Stoker hits that one. It's dug up. Donahoe goes to Fael. Gets blocked, but it's dug up as well. And the free ball's being put over. And another big block by Allen. Olfert just reaches high and tips it down.
Set a little tight to the net, but the athletic ability and jump of Isaiah Olfert knew he couldn't swing on it because his follow through would put him into the net. So just the old power tip to the floor.
Just reached it high.
Yeah.
Reached high and put it down.
Good exchange there by the Lancers. Good fight, good bite back. So timeout by Coach Jeff Carcello. He's still up 24-22.
But Dakota doing everything to stay in this second set.
Again, great to see the support out by the student body. Recognize a number of staff from both buildings, so it's great to have that staff-student support out, as well as family and extended friends. And we appreciate your time to be able to join us here on LRSD.TV. Is this your first experience? We hope you're enjoying it and you come back and join us. You can check us out on social media platforms, on Twitter at Louis Riel SDTV, also on Instagram at LRSDTV, and on YouTube, youtube.com/LRSDTV.
Nice serve by Zabrinski. LeBlanc having to put over a roll shot. They go back to Stoker off the blocker's hands. It's dug up, but it goes out of bounds.
Back to within one. Coach Hudson was helping out. He knew that ball was out of play.
Zabrinski still at the line, trailing by 1, 24-23.
Ball comes back to Fael.
Tip by Fael. They go outside to Olfert. Olfert puts a roll shot and scores and ties this game up at 24.
Wow.
Again, just a smart attack.
That's a big-time, courageous off-speed shot.
Absolutely.
Lots of spin. All right, brings the ball down. Defense couldn't respond.
And a bullet serve. Big block, but it's dug up by Allen. LeBlanc. It's dug up in the back row by Zabrinski. Olfert. Dug up by Gaylord. Fael puts it over. Schuster sets it up. Olfert reaches high. It's dug up again. Saved by LeBlanc. Comes over. Olfert, one-on-one, but right there, oh, Donahoe makes a great dig. A great dig. Fael couldn't get to the second ball.
Yeah, broken play on the part of Selkirk. Krajkovic kept getting the one-on-one isolations with Olfert. Why wouldn't you go to him?
Yeah. LeBlanc.
Olfert with a chance, off speed. Sorry, Missy.
That's okay. LeBlanc ends up scoring there. That almost went off the top of the net and then over. But we're tied at 25. I was going to say this will actually be, I think, a bit of a demoralizing loss if Dakota takes this one for Selkirk, because they were in the lead down the stretch.
They were in control of the match, of the set.
Great pass by Schuster. This is an over bump, and Stoker goes on the net. So now we've got Selkirk in the lead by 1. Riel at the line.
Right.
Nice serve, great pass by Schuster. They go outside to Olford, and he hammers it off the blocker's hands and scores.
So big-time players doing big-time moments. All right.
Absolutely.
Lots of pace off the block, out of bounds.
Back at the line is Maritab. We are tied at 26 in the second set here. This one a very important set. When that one just dropped. Gaylord. Oh, and Maritab was right there, and it fell right between his hands, and he played it a second time. But how do you get out of the way at that point?
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, he's going to pass that one right to Alex.
Liam Allen with the serve. Goes out to Alfred, who got blocked, but it goes out of bounds. In to serve is Connor Morphy.
I wish these kids would show some confidence in swing missing.
It's so chicken.
My goodness.
Nice pass. They go middle, and a big block there. That time by Stetcher. But I think they said it looked like it was going out, but it contacted one of the Selkirk players.
I think it caught Gaylord off the shoulder going out of bounds. So that's the first solo by Stetcher. He had 5 solo blocks in the match against Steinbach the other night.
Oh, and there's a nice save there. Good attack by Krajkovic. He puts it back out to Olford. Olford goes off the blocker's hands and scores.
Big response from Dakota. That could be a tough one.
That would be a huge loss, I think, for Selkirk. I mean, they've got nothing to lose but to come back in this one, obviously.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to say that. But they were kind of in the lead on that one. That was one they couldn't let slip away. And could be extremely uplifting as well for Dakota.
Yeah.
So it could be like a double whammy that way.
Yeah, the emotional release by the coaching staff and players there. Knew that the players had worked hard, showing lots of resilience to claw their way back into that one and be successful.
Yeah.
So Dakota takes a what's now a convincing 2-0 lead in this Varsity Boys 4A Provincial Championship. They'll be looking to close it out, but that's when you go up 2-0. Finishing with that third one's always a tough one this season.
Absolutely. It doesn't seem to matter sometimes. It's like automatic pressure on that one. You'd think it would be easy, but it's not.
No.
So it's always nice when the kids get up here and serve to try and win pizzas.
Yeah.
Not great when they're aiming for the score clock.
Yeah. No.
Well, and if anything's broken, we saw who did it.
Yeah. So again, start this set. Yeah, Krakowicz is going back on the service line.
So Alex Krakowicz, his father Mike.
Yeah.
Always a character.
Long time Billy Bison,
Yep.
mascot for the Bison athletic program.
Nice dig by Krakowicz. Zabrinski with the tip, and they score on that one.
You know, big shout out to Ethan Schuster. Lots of confidence in his setting ability. He just has to make sure he's behind the attack line when he is setting the hitter as the libero.
Nice dig by Krakowicz. Stoker. They go out to Fial, who makes no mistake on that one. Yeah. And it wasn't like Stoker was far off the net on that block. No. It just ever so slightly, and he got beat on that one.
Yeah, ball was set tight to the net. Fial puts a good rip on it.
Krakowicz sets Meritab. It's dug up by Gaylord, but we've got a net violation called against Selkirk.
Good hustle there by Alex to get to that set and set up Meritab in the middle.
Go back to Fial, but right there is Olfert. You could see his hands, like his arms over the net.
Yeah, he was there on the outside. He got to the pin. He saw Fial going back inside and reached back inside and got his hands on it.
Fial keeps this ball alive, puts it up. Free ball put over by Gaylord. Krakowicz goes middle to Meritab. Hits it to Broza. Couldn't keep that ball alive. 4-1 is our score right now in favor of Dakota. Back at the service line is Brendan Zabrinski. Gaylord with the pass. Donahoe goes out to LeBlanc. He gets blocked, and it comes back to Broza. So this right now.
Solo block by Meritab. Good close on that outside hit.
And we got a setter change right now for Selkirk.
Yerchak coming in for Donahoe. So this is the opposite of the switch that was made the other night in the semifinal. So Coach Garcello hoping that the setter coming off the bench can spark some little life into the boys.
Yeah, and Yerchak sets a very nice ball. I've watched him all season. Big block by Allen and LeBlanc.
Yeah, ball a little far inside for Stoker. Didn't have much opportunity to put the ball anywhere other than into the hands.
Fial at the service line.
He served well with the spin serve tonight.
Yes. Nice block by LeBlanc. And I think we had a net violation called against Olfert on that press. Fial again at the line, 5-3. His team trails and is trailing 2-0 in this boys championship game. Nice pass by Zabrinski. Olfert straight to the ground.
I think that was through the two blockers, but regardless, he bounces that one off the back floor.
LeBlanc with the attack dug up by Krakowicz. Stoker off the blocker's hands, kept alive. Nice hit by LeBlanc.
Both players are there. Stetcher just didn't penetrate the net.
Liam Allen at the service line. Schuster with the pass. They go to Olfert. Oh! You don't want to forget to go up on the block.
No.
That's some advice.
This is probably the most consistent setting I've seen out of Krakowicz. He's locating the ball well for his outside hitters. He's keeping it back off the net.
Yeah.
You know, when Olfert's got a free wheel like that, even with two blockers, he's got enough skill. He can move the ball around the block.
Nice hit by Gaylord, kept alive by Zabrinski. Olfert with the roll. Nice attack in the middle by Broza. We haven't again seen much middle attack by Selkirk.
No, they'll want to get Nick Rosa fired up because he was a bit of a difference maker the other night in both the front row and back row.
Morphy with the shank there. 7-6 is our score, so Selkirk right back in this third set.
He'll want a do-over. He's not going to shy away from it. He'll want to pass the next one.
Yeah, for sure. When he's passed very well this entire set.
Yeah.
Or sorry, match. Nice push. Oh, big block by Krakowicz.
Alex Krakowicz with 2 monster solo blocks tonight.
Yeah, and I like when he just kind of turns away, doesn't do anything to the opposing team, which you shouldn't do.
No, and that's been one of the challenges for Alex this year is, right, just that temporary release rather than keep him bottled up. He wants to stay composed, but Coach Hudson said it's okay to show that, but then you just got to get it back together. So.
Yeah. Middle attack there. Stetcher, it's kept alive. Olfert dug up by LeBlanc. Nice control at the net by Broza. Oh, nice pickup by LeBlanc again. And another one. Nice hit by Chris Fael. LeBlanc is all over the place here. And a big score by Fael. That is LeBlanc's point.
Yeah.
Like, not the easiest digs.
No, it wasn't like he was stationary and they just kept hitting it to him. He earned every one of those.
Absolutely.
Man, oh man.
8-all. We are tied. Oh, it looked like Zabrinski tried cutting that one.
Yeah, and then a little outside-in swing, or inside-outside, I should say, trying to cut it back inside the block and just couldn't manage it.
Gaylord at the service line. Big block in the middle by Fael and Broza. Tip. LeBlanc dove for that one, but
good read, but
really
just
control it.
Came a little hard on the approach on the slide. Went through the end of the runway. So again, at the conclusion of this match, whenever that is, folks, there will be the player presentations. The first presentation will be made to the Players' Choice Award. That's an award voted on by the players of one of their peers.
And that hit that one.
Represents the ideals of volleyball and sportsmanship. Then we'll have the All-Star Awards, finishing off with the team banners and award medal presentations.
Yeah. Nice tip by Broza, and we've got a net violation called against Dakota. If I can, I'd like to wish my brother a speedy recovery, who had a very a procedure done today.
Wow.
So we're hoping that things go well.
Absolutely. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Nice pass by Schuster. Oh, nice dig. And a dig by Penner.
Hey, one for the broadcast team.
I would have dove, but I would have knocked over the monitor.
Solo block by Missy Penner.
I was penetrating this.
We're protecting your equipment, Ken. It's okay, buddy. Mayra Tab with the big reach inside to get the block. Dakota goes up 12-10.
Krakowicz serving.
You can tell where his target's been tonight.
Oh, and that set was probably just a little, I don't know if that was low as much as Allen was a little late getting there that time.
Yeah, Coach Garcello calls his timeout. Down 3 here in the third set. Down 2-0 in this 4A boys Boston Pizza Provincial Volleyball Championship. This will wrap up the high school volleyball season for the year. Basketball teams are gearing up for their intense season. And here we have a little bit of a highlight package here for Chris Fael.
One of the big attackers for Selkirk. He's done a good job all season.
well-earned number spot on the coaches poll at number 7. Selkirk breaks the team huddle. They're back on the floor. Krakowicz on the service line for the Lancers. 13 serving 10.
Krakowicz with the serve. His team is leading by 3. 13-10 is our score in this third set. Big hit by Allen, and we haven't really seen much of him since the first set, and he was outstanding in that first set. They've gone away from him.
Good heads up by Yershak. Coach Hudson was, he knew that Fael was in the front row hitting out of that 2 position. He had his guys lined up to get out there, so Yershak had a single on the outside in the power position.
Well, little miscommunication on who was going to play that third ball. Looks like some players kind of banged into each other.
So first appearance in the match now. We saw this the other night coming into the middle for a little bit of height on the block. Number 7, Damon Budge.
Yeah. Zabrinski hitting that line. It's dug up by Broza. They go outside to Feo. Dug up by Krakowicz. Oh, nice. Looks like well, you know what? They don't call that too often, and I don't disagree with that. Maybe not that one so much, but St. Paul's does that all the time, and they throw the ball down. And I know back in the day they would have never allowed tips like that, but a lot of the varsity boys are tipping like that. So he called him on a carry. Nice dig by Gaylord. Allen just plays this over. Nice.
That 6-7 frame got all that one.
No kidding. I think Zabrinski faked out Krakowicz that time because he jumped for it, but then decided not to play it. So
Coach Hudson calls a timeout. Both coaches have expended a timeout here in this third set.
And Selkirk has taken over the lead, 14-13.
Great observation there about that call. I didn't see the hand signal of our first official. Was it called on the carry or was it called out?
It was called on a carry.
Okay.
Yeah.
A couple players, predominantly, right? You know, a throw, a power push, whatever, but it's a fine line between a carry and, you know, a clean
and
attack.
And a fast tip.
Yeah. I think certainly where the contact is initiated, I think if it's anywhere past, you know, coming back to ear level, they're going to get called. If it's out in front of them and a continuous motion forward and their palms off the ball, they're going to get away with it.
Yeah, good point. You're one smart cookie.
I read that somewhere. No, not about the smart cookie part either. Maritab is a pass.
Stoker gets dug up. Allen gets blocked. There's a big 2-man block. Maritab and Stoker, a huge block.
It's a lot of real estate over the top of the net. My goodness.
I'm sure they couldn't even see the gym.
No.
The roof was there.
There was an eclipse.
Zabrinski with the serve. We're tied at 14.
Oh. He's been on a bit of a roll from the service line tonight.
Zabrinski again at the service line. His team leads by 1. They go outside to LeBlanc. It's dug up by Krakowicz. Wolfert sets Stoker. Stoker high off hands, dug by Gaylord. Fael hitting that one cross court and scores. That was a great attack by Chris Fael.
The confidence in every one of these players on the floor for both teams to be able to take that second contact when the setter's been involved in the first dig, right? Not a problem to get their hands on it, whether it's the middle player, the outside player, the libero, their back setting. It's like, okay.
Nice pass by Schuster. Maritab hits that one. I think that looked like it could have been going out, but playing it was Yaroshak.
Yeah. So Selkirk's got three hitters up front with LeBlanc, Allen, and Gaylord.
Well, the crowd didn't like that set.
So Justin Setzer takes care of business.
Exactly.
Yeah. So good solo block. Good attack there by Justin.
Meritab with the serve. 17-15 is our score in favor of Dakota. Gaylord with a nice attack, and that's a great attack for that far off the net as well, because that set was almost to the 3-meter line. Allen with the serve. Serves that one long. Back to a 2-point lead for the Lancers, and again, Selkirk needs this one to keep this match alive.
I think Morphy's target's going to be Gaylord here in position 5, trying to hold him. Maybe looking cross court.
They go middle to Broza. Made no mistake on that one, hitting it cross court.
I just love these liberos and their mentality, right? Ethan Schuster stands in front of that one. He's not happy he didn't dig that one out.
No, for sure. Olford keeps that ball alive. Free ball being put over by Dakota. Puts it nice and deep. Broza with a nice tip. And again, super smart, right?
Yeah.
Just cranked one, and then he sees the opening because the blocker comes over to the middle, and it creates that open spot there. A lot of people tip for the sake of tipping. I like what he just did. He tips to score. There's a reason for it.
Great vision. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not a release. It's an offensive weapon.
Absolutely.
So Selkirk goes up 19-18 here in the third set. Dakota up 2 sets
back
to
and
0.
forth.
Yeah.
Middle by Stetcher. And Fayal from the back row just held back on that one.
Yeah. He was lucky to get a piece of that one. For some reason, Dakota was set back and didn't recognize the timing was off, and he wasn't going to get a swing. So credit to Chris Fayal.
Yeah.
Outside, and you're going to be the right side blocker. You're going to be him. You're going to switch in here. Okay? Oh, yeah, you'll figure out in transition, see where the play is. If you can get out, you can, but we'll see what happens. Okay? We're going to go out there and stop 16. We're going to go out and stop 16. We got him roofing the guy in the middle here, taking care of that here. Okay, they're starting to swing more middle to 1. Our guy in 1, let's back up more towards that corner. They're not going sharp there. Yeah, let's back up and move into that play out here. Okay, 16's gonna be swinging here, looking off hands. If it's anything off the net, that's a roller cutter. Look to come into the middle and crash it up. Let's go get him. 1, 2, block the player, go get him. Commit early, if he jumps, you jump.
We've got Carl LeBlanc on the service line, 20 serving 18. Selkirk up here in the third set.
And I believe Olford is front row right now with Stetcher. We'll see if they go out to him. And he tries to push it out there. But what a great roll shot that was.
Yeah.
Because that set was, he tried pushing that out. Wasn't the best set that time, but he made he scored off that. And now he's back row.
The old proverbial lemonade out of lemons.
Kept alive there by Yaroshak. They go middle, Stetcher. LeBlanc digs it up. Gaylord, what a nice attack by Gaylord.
That was right in front of us. Great job cutting that one inside. Didn't know we had that much room, but the block hadn't recognized the ball was outside the antenna, hadn't moved shifted the block inside, so gave him that cross-court shot.
Nice dump by Krakowicz, but it's kept alive. You've got players just hitting the floor, saving these balls on both sides now. Fayal tips it. Zabrinski played that a little bit high.
Yeah.
22-19 is our score. Back at the service line is Cam Gaylord.
So Stoker coming in. Coach hasn't used both timeouts, so Stoker will go to the back line. he'll have Zabrinski, Schuster, and Olfer passing in front of him.
Zabrinski plays it off the blocker's hands. Broza goes up with the press, but Stetcher
flexing the pipe.
Flexing the pipes there, but it's all in timing.
Yeah.
Not who's stronger, it's who gets that last push.
Oh, don't tell Justin that.
Oh, that unfortunately, that pass was a little bit low and Yaroshak had to play it with one hand. So Lancers right back in this one.
Yeah. So Jeff Scarcello, Lord Selkirk coach, expends his final timeout. So both coaches have used their 2 timeouts. Make final adjustments. They do have some subs available to them.
Early, get out to that ball, and you've got 8 coming in here. Okay? So we're going to go actually a good pass. If we get a good pass, 61. Okay? If it's a pass off, then we have the high ball, so you have a release on that one there. Okay? We're going to look at the 33 first if we can get the pass on him here. Okay? 8's going to be coming in late. We'll pick him up on that here. Okay? Big point right now, eh? Let's get this 2-point lead and go get him. We got Nick back serving in a money rotation. Let's go.
I'd like to thank the South Central Athletic Conference for hosting the 4A regionals at College Jean Sauvé and Dakota for the boys respectively. To Pat Alexander, the convener, and the associate schools in the South Central Athletic Conference. If you can see it on the viewer, there's a number of students around here in red Boston Pizza t-shirts. So student volunteers from the respective high schools making sure the off-court jobs get done.
Oh, and that serves out of bounds by Stetcher. That's one I'm sure he would like back. It just went out. So Bros is now back at the line, 23-21.
Yeah. So Selkirk with 2 hitters up front with Fayal and Liam Allen.
Zabrinski with the attack, dug up by Broza. They go out to Fayal. Fayal gets blocked, but right there is Gaylord. Oh, and he hit that one off Krakowicz's hands and scored.
Yeah, Krakowicz did a good first block and turned that one back in, and then just got some separation between him and the net.
We get a chance to see that last attack again. And a big block there by Selkirk that time. So they force a 4th set here.
Take that one, 25-21.
So a very close 3rd set there.
Yep.
Broadcast media program here at ATC is an excellent and fun 8-credit program that gives the students the opportunity to be a part of the TV, radio, and media industry.
They're going to learn the basics of broadcast media, so they're going to be learning how to be on-air people, how to work a camera, be technical people behind the scenes, editing, special effects, graphics, virtual to mount new films, documentaries, news. There's so many aspects to broadcasting nowadays. It's just not as simple as I'm going to be a cameraman at a news station. They can do so much more. So we're going to teach a lot of different aspects of this industry.
Students work on state-of-the-art computers, audio equipment, professional cameras, and a fully mobile production studio. That studio travels from school to school broadcasting live events on the LRSD.TV online TV station.
The equipment we're using here at ATC is close to professional broadcast as we possibly can afford. Obviously some things are very expensive, so we can't afford buying all those things, but we're using professional cameras. We have a full-size switcher, which is very expensive, and we have a lot of equipment here, including a radio station that's using professional radio software, the same stuff you'd see at a radio station. We're trying to emulate industry as best we possibly can with what we have here, and I think it's really cool that students get to use these kind of toys at a high school level.
Students also get to work on LRSD TV and LRSD radio. This will give students hands-on opportunities and real experiences that you would find on a professional job site.
We actually are creating a TV station here and a radio station for students to hone their skills. The best way to do it is continuing to do it hands-on. So one of the things that we do a lot of are sporting events for television. And we're going to be starting our radio program this year where students will actually be on the air and be able to be heard by family and friends on the internet.
It's because of opportunities like this that makes the students excited to be part of this program.
I would really say that this program has a lot to give. They teach you everything in every single detail, the theory part, the practical things, and also you get to meet a lot of new people over here. You get to make contacts, you get to know about the industry a lot. So it's a really good program if you're thinking about going in photography or videography things.
So much in this course that you just don't know before you take it. Like, you don't really know broadcasting is a job. Maybe you do, I don't know. I learned everything about post-production. The teacher is great, he has experience in the industry, and we use great equipment.
By the end of the program, the goal is to prepare students for a career in the broadcasting industry, or to move on to post-secondary education. Students can go on a 4-week work experience. Thanks to the experience they get here using professional equipment and broadcasting sporting events, students have the opportunity.
Big hit.
Big start for
Stoker.
Colby Stoker.
Meritab at the service line, sorry. Fail. You put it out to Liam Allen.
Was an aggressive, not sure if that's it's an attack. We'll call it that.
Just kind of wipes it off the block.
Yeah. There we go.
Chris Fael. Solid serve. Nice pass by Schuster. And Olford. And that's someone we didn't see much in that last set.
No.
So you might want to keep going to who's hot on your team.
Yeah.
Who's scoring here? The old saying, go to who's hot, not who's not.
Yeah, he's making sure Krakowicz liked the fact that he had that one in his wheelhouse.
Free ball being put over by Broza. Krakowicz goes out to Olford, gets blocked this time.
Good job by Liam Allen closing on that one.
Oh, and almost a nice pickup by Broza there. Went off the blocker's hands, was going to land in, and he made a diving save, but just couldn't control it. 3-1's our score right now in favor of Dakota. Over bump. I think Schuster thought someone else was going to play that ball, and it almost landed. They would have been a little upset over that one.
Oh boy. And then Olfert got, I'm going to say, a wee bit lucky on that one. He kind of walked it along the top of the net.
Broza with the pass, goes out to LeBlanc. Nice pickup by Krakowicz. Olfert tips it and scores.
Boys are rolling right now, up 5-1.
They are. Selkirk kind of looking at each other to play it instead of being the one to play it. This is where you have to be most aggressive. Oh, man. Little too excited on that over bump.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Murphy with the pass. We go out to Olfert. Olfert gets blocked on that one. Big block by Broza and LeBlanc. So as much as LeBlanc is a shorter player, he certainly puts up a big block.
He does, and that's maybe the one shot that Isaiah is going to have to develop. He has made a commitment. He's heading out to Trinity Western next year to continue his volleyball career. Right off the split seams, he's looking for hands, but you know, he goes to that next level. You know, they think these blocks are big. It's just going to be gigantic when he gets out there as an 18-year-old playing against 24-year-olds.
Yep, for sure.
Right, so he's going to have to look to tool off of hands.
That serve was a bullet, but it went out.
So Cam Gaylord back on the service line. Actually, serves called in. They check their rotation. That's just a function of a little bit mixed up of going back to the service line and having to rush his prep, having to rush a serve. Puts Justin Stetcher on the back line for the Lancers.
7-4 is our score. Nice hit for Broza. That was a great set.
Yeah. Again, the function of maybe an easy up serve too.
You're Gaylord with the serve. Well, that time Zabrinski took a little too much off that one.
Yep. 1 point set here with the Royals serving 6-7, trying to tie it up with Gaylord on the service line.
Morphy with a great pass. Goes back row to Olfert.
We've seen him out hitting that C ball out of the right side. That time he moved in and hit the pipe. Scores deep one.
Krakowicz serving. LeBlanc sets it out to Fael. It's dug up by Olfert. They go back to Stoker. Stoker reaches high. It's dug up by LeBlanc and it's put over. Stoker again one-on-one, but it's dug up by LeBlanc. Third time, and this time he hits it, and it goes out of bounds.
Jammed his thumb on that one, so we'll see how it responds to the next ball. Still a 1 point match or set here.
Oh, and that just went long.
Yeah.
Almost dropped in, but went long. 9-7. Zabrinski at the service line for Dakota. Nice dump being put over by Yaroshak. We saw players diving on the floor, Krakowicz and Schuster, but they couldn't control that one.
Krakowicz and Easter mopping up the floor there.
Yaroshak at the service line. They go out to Olfert. Olfert, big block by Allen.
Wow, he's done a remarkable job on getting his hands on a lot of ball there.
No kidding, 9-all. Nice save by Krakowicz. They go back out to Olfert. Olfert just plays it off the top of the block. It's dug up. Fael hits that hard off the block. Schuster right there. Krakowicz sets Olfert again. Olfert gets blocked again by Allen. And he does a roll shot. And players dive into each other, but on the floor trying to get that ball. Olfert scores.
Good perseverance there by Isaiah Olfert. Liam Allen doing a fantastic job of taking time and space away.
Oh, and you can
that
see
one
that
didn't
toss,
have, that one didn't have a chance
him.
to get over the net right from the get-go. So we're tied up at 10 here, folks, in the fourth set. Dakota up 2-0 here in this Varsity Boys 4A Provincial Boston Pizza Volleyball Championship.
Nice spin serve by Fael, and he scores an ace there.
That was, he did well to get that one. It looked like timing was off. But
yeah.
He put a lot of pace on that.
And that one, unfortunately, just goes out. So we are all tied up at 11.
No. So Connor Morphy coming in to serve. Coaching staff checking with Stoker to see how his thumb is.
Nice serve by Morphy.
They said it's a long way from his heart. Get back in there. No, they didn't. I'm just kidding, folks. Morphy back to serve.
Oh, Gaylord made no mistake on that cut. Holy.
I've seen Schuster take a couple of those in the last couple of weeks. He bounces back up, but you know he's wanting to take this next pass.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
there he goes.
And Olford hits that one off the blocker's hands. Olford now at the service line. Nice play by Zabrinski not to reach over, wait till the ball hits your hands and then block it, because that was tight. 14-12 is our score. Dakota in the lead right now by 2.
Again, knowing your rotations, he knows the setter's in the front row, so he can get up and attack on that.
Right. Nice pickup by Morphy. Back row attack by Olford, and he scores. So they're certainly going to Olford a lot more in this set, and they should.
Yeah. Coach tells him to go to the jump serve, which he does.
Nice save by Morphy. They go again to Broza. And a big block by Stetcher.
Big time solo block by Stetcher, but a great chase out of bounds by Connor Morphy to keep that ball alive.
Absolutely. Well, this one's tight. That one was too tight for LeBlanc to do anything with. It was an easy block. 17-12, we've got a lead here for Dakota, and of course they're up 2-1 right now in this championship game.
Full commit.
Hey, probably going to come back this way next time, okay? Come on, hit the ball smart.
All right, Dakota's breaking their timeout huddle. They're up 17-12 here in the fourth set, up 2-1 in this Varsity Boys 4A Boston Pizza Championship. They'll be looking to close it out. Coach Jeff Carcello and the Selkirk Royals are going to have something to say about it. They're getting great net presence by Liam Allen at the front net. Right now he's in the back row. So he'll be looking for Nick Rosa to pick that up. It's Yershak in the front row with Rosa and Gaylor.
LeBlanc with the
partly
pass.
LeBlanc.
Getting that ball dug again by Schuster. He's had some tough digs there. Holy crap, I would have broken my hands there. I'd be picking up my fingers.
Yeah, he's taken some rockets tonight.
Zabrinski off the block and out.
Big tool time there for Brennan off of the hands.
LeBlanc passes it, goes out to Gaylord. Nice pickup by Olfert.
Wow.
And a dump, nice pickup again by Olfert, but it catches Krakowicz a little bit off guard.
Looks like Isaiah Olfert's calves are cramping up a bit.
Nice set by Krakowicz to Zabrinski. Roll shot put in. Fail, hits it hard. Schuster right there. Zabrinski tips it to the far side. Great save. Fael hits it hard, but Olfert's right there. Oh.
Missy with another assist from the broadcast booth.
First we're saving the monitor, now we're saving this.
The cameraman, so.
Olfert dug up. Nice tip by Zabrinski. 19-15 is our score.
Yeah, critical point here for Selkirk.
Nice serve.
Yeah.
Nice tip, but a good pickup by Schuster. Riel tips it. It was dug up. Stoker tries hitting that one deep corner, but got underneath that one.
What a dig by Schuster to pull that one back off the floor at the center line. 16 serving 19. Nick Broza on the service line.
Nice pass by Zabrinski. Nice hit by Meritab. He's hit a couple good ones in the middle there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a whip of an arm, so when he gets rolling, he can put some pace on it.
And he's probably about 6'5", 6'6". Allen had to save that one. Nice set by Krakowicz. Dug up by Broza. They go out to Riel. Oh, and Zabrinski was right there.
Yeah.
Krakowicz kind of reached in front of him. But again, you got to like when players are going after it. They're both there.
Boy, did he tee that one up one-handed.
I know. That's not easy to do.
No. Lots of hand strength.
Nice hit by Olfert, right off the hands of LeBlanc. 21-17 is our score. Going back to serve right now is Meritab.
Yeah. Olfert struggling right now with his calves cramping up, so he's hoping to get this one wrapped up in 4. He doesn't want this to go 5.
Nice serve by Meritab, taken by Riel. He's set. Oh, and that was, again, he hit that one just nice and hard, and the blocker's hands were off the net. That's often when it's going to come down in front of you.
Yeah, if you don't have it penetrated over the net and have your core set, you're going to get blown off the net with the pace these kids hit.
Yeah. Nice pass by Schuster. They go outside to Olfert, and blocked by LeBlanc. Another set, roll shot, dug up. LeBlanc has to put over a free ball. Olfert off the blocker's hands. Again, you can see just a little bit of separation there.
Little separation. Little separation between the two blockers, and then their hands stagger a little bit, and he tools them off the hands out of bounds. Dakota's going to come out of this with the serve. Not forecasting anything, but other than there will be a conclusion to this match at some point, Missy. And at the conclusion of this match, there will be the awards presentation, starting with the individual player awards, the Player's Choice Awards, All-Star and MVP, and then the team awards. So stay with us, folks. Oh my.
Chris Fayol would like that one back for sure.
Easton Donahoe coming in for a sub. Selkirk has used up both timeouts, so Yurchak comes out, Donahoe comes back in.
It's tough, I think, when you're changing setters too.
Yeah.
Donahoe just.
They're going to get a free ball to transition on.
Oh, Olfert makes no mistake on that one.
Possible match point on the line here with Connor Morphy. 24 serving 18 for the Dakota Lancers.
Nice pass by Broza. They go middle. It's blocked. It's dug up. They go outside to Gaylord. Off the blocker's hands. Dug up. They're going out to Olfert. Gets blocked. Oh, that's tight.
Oh! Who else would you go to on a possible match point than Isaiah Olfert? Tight ball set to the top of the net. He did a great job just in putting it back into play.
You'd be crazy not to go to him.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Dakota Lancers and Coach Phil Hudson. That's his 7th provincial title as a varsity boys coach. Again, congratulations to Jeff Carcello. A valiant effort put forward tonight by the Royals in both the girls and boys. But again, congratulations to the College Jean Sauvé Olympian varsity girls on winning the Varsity Girls Championship. And now, as you just saw, in 4 sets, the Dakota varsity boys have clinched the 4A Boston Pizza Varsity Boys Provincial Championship.
Well, and the difference is, you know what? I mean, both these teams are very, very good. Selkirk gave it everything, but there's no weakness on Dakota.
No.
I mean, they've got the size to match the skill, and when you've got those two things, that's going to be very hard to play against.
Well, like I said, Coach Ryan Hudson coached the JV boys, and he was successful in winning the JV boys provincials this past Monday. And, you know, he's going to move up a number of quality players, right? Coach Hudson still has Alex Krakowicz coming back, Sam Mayertab in the middle, Connor Morphy. So he's got the, you know, a lot of tools there to keep things rolling. So again, congratulations to Coach Hudson, the Dakota Lancer Nation, to the Selkirk Royals and their fans. They were fantastic tonight. It was just a great atmosphere for high school athletics here in Manitoba.
It always is.
Yes.
If you ever get a chance to come down here, this is the place to be, because it is a packed gym, just full of excitement and, you know, kids and parents supporting their teammates and classmates. And
we hope you enjoy the coverage here on LRSD.TV. You can check in anytime at LRSD TV. They will have events posted. We're sure proud of the work that the students do, and congratulations to the students, Ken Platink and Eduardo Lobo, for their leadership in what was a great experience to bring you this broadcast for the Manitoba High School Athletics Association Varsity 4A Girls and Boys Boston Pizza Provincial Championships. We'll turn our mics down right now. We'll come back with our final thoughts after the awards presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are ready for the awards presentation. Before we start, how about a big hand for the exciting volleyball to both teams. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful performance. The MHSAA would like to thank Boston Pizza for the tremendous support of this championship. We would also like to recognize the following corporate partners for sponsoring the championship awards. So a great big thank you to the Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, Manitoba's credit unions, and Manitoba Hydro. We would like to welcome our awards presenters from the MHSAA, their president, Chris Guginis, as well as from Boston Pizza, Jasmine De La Cruz. To begin tonight's award celebration, we would like to recognize this year's Players' Choice Award, which is selected by the athletes participating in this championship. This year, the players have chosen from the St. Paul Crusaders, Darian Koski. And now to the presentation of this year's All-Star team. First of all, from Steinbach Regional, Dean Fair. From St. Paul High School, Darian Koski. From the Lord Selkirk Royals, Chris Fayal. And also from the Lord Selkirk Royals, Nick Baroza. From the Dakota Lancers, the Justin Stetcher. Also from the Dakota Lancers, Colby Stocker. Last but not least, the Boston Pizza Volleyball Championship's most valuable player is from Dakota Lancers, Isaiah Olfert. And now let's congratulate tonight's teams. Would the captains of the Lord Selkirk Royals please come up and accept the MHSAA finalist banner. We would also ask the following players please come up and accept their silver medals. Number 13, Liam Allen. Number 5, Jonathan Bernier. Number 9, Nick Rosa. Number 7, Damon Bunch. Number 11, Easton Donahoe. Number 12, Chris Fayal. Number 2, Noah Friesen. Number 8, Cam Gaillard. Number 3, Anthony Gomez. Number 1, Carl LeBlanc. Number 15, Nick Murray. Number 14, Dennis Slogan. Number 4, Adam Trudeau. And number 6, Joshua Yuraschak. And the Selkirk coaching crew, Michael Singleton, Kathleen Elgar, Keir Deer, and the head coach, Mr. Jeff Scarcello. Ladies and gentlemen, the finalist, Lord Selkirk Royals. And now we would ask the captains of the Dakota Lancers to come up and accept the championship banner, as well as the MHSAA championship trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Dakota Lancers. We would now ask that the following players please come up to accept the championship t-shirts and medals. Number 6, Nicholas Chapman. Number 2, Conrad Dick. Number 3, Aiden Kamens. Number 10, Alex Krajkovic. Number 8, Sam Maritad. Number 11, Connor Morphy. Number 16, Isaiah Olfert. Number 12, Jalen Pritchard. Number 19, Marcus Redmond. Number 13, Jason Reed. Number 1, Ethan Schuster. Number 4, Justin Stetcher. 14, Colby Stocker. 15, Andrew Weeb. Number 17, Brendan Zabrinski. The coaches, Jeremy Stubler, Brad Johnson, Glenn Asseltine, Ryan Hudson, Dustin Spirings, Jordan Pritchard, Alex Ronback, Brady Kilmurray, Tyler Chartier, Rob Olfert, and last but not least, Mr. Phil Hudson. That'll do it. Congratulations, everyone. Enjoy your safe trip home. Enjoy the holiday season as we approach it. Good night, everyone.
Okay, so again, we're just going to provide some final thoughts here. Again, from a fan perspective, it was just a great turnout here by Lancer Nation for the Dakota boys, and the Selkirk Blue Wave that rolled in from Selkirk, as well as the Blue Wave from College Jean Sauvé. So big shout out to the student bodies and the staff and families that supported these student athletes, not only tonight but over the course of the season. And again, as we said, College Jean Sauvé being successful in their back-to-back championships from JV through two varsity championships. So well done there. And then again, Phil Hudson and his Dakota Lancers. This was Phil's 7th provincial title as a varsity boys coach, so a big shout out to them. Again, really impressive night for high school athletics, and just to be a fun part of it. So I'll leave the final words with you, Missy.
Well, I was going to say, just both teams, in both the girls and the boys, just left it all on the court, and I think that is always impressive.
All right, we're going to turn it over. Isaiah Olfert's being interviewed.
And effort out there was a huge improvement from the start to the finish.
And lastly, how does it feel being named the MVP of tonight's match?
Great, but I think you could have named 5 other guys on my team MVP. We all did the same thing, and you can't win volleyball without a team.
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
That was Isaiah Olfert, the MVP of tonight's championship match. We will now throw you over to some of the match highlights from this championship game.